ladies and gentlemen, please kindly take your seats. Once again, a warm welcome to See Pakistan 2026. I am Haseeb Khan and I'll be taking you along this event. Talking about Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, about 79 years ago, there was one slogan of Pakistan, ke lekar rahenge Pakistan se lekar Pakistan zindabad. And then there were different songs talking about Soni Dharti Allah Rakhe to Dil Dil Pakistan. And on a lighter note, we move along with that, ke Pakistan zindabad se lekar Pakistan se zindabhag tak ka jo safar hai, ye sab kuch ideas chalte rahe yahan pe. Lekin there are some people here who believe in the existence of Pakistan, who believe that one idea can change Pakistan. And so that was the reason 10 years ago, a movement was started. And that movement was, it started from Superior University. और इस यूनिवर्सिटी की रेक्टर मैडम सुमेरा रहमान ने एक बात कही थी कि मेरी यूनिवर्सिटी बेरोजगारों की फैक्ट्री नहीं होगी. And with that idea, we started up with the Superior Entrepreneurial Expo, that is, ideas were coming here, and with ideas, they linked it with the industry, and then it has been, ladies and gentlemen, 10 years. 10 years of ideas. So we believe that one idea changes everything. So that one idea of See Pakistan has changed everything. The landscape of academia, industry, and the students here. Moving on with the idea that our students can do anything. 67% youth, and 67% youth means they need a direction. And that direction was given on that one stage, See Pakistan. And with that See Pakistan, people say, a nation of dreamers cannot be a nation of builders. But we proved it wrong, and we said that it's a platform for ideas, innovations, and initiations. There are 1,000 ideas at one stage, and there is one chance away from changing everything. So in this one decade, we have changed Pakistan, and students' ideas that yes, they believe naukri chahiye, and then you will now witness all the students, the 100 top ideas from the world, and there would be industry people, there would be academia, and they'll taking care of all the ideas, and they'll be mentoring those ideas there to make the world realize, aisa hai Pakistan. So this initiative was given by a lady. I think that she believed in the idea of students, in the power of students, and I always say that there are 3 words that define this personality. She imagines, she initiates, and she inspires. So for the welcome address, I would request Rector Superior University, Professor Dr. Sumaira Rehman, ma'am, to please honor the stage. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Dr. Niaz Saab, Chairman APSAB, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Saab, Chairman Punjab Group, Mia Amir Mahmood Saab, distinguished guests, dignitaries, international delegates, and my young creators, and my worthy Vice Chancellors, Assalamu alaikum. It is my absolute honor to welcome all of you to See Pakistan 2026. The objective of See Pakistan is to promote entrepreneurship, innovation, and the limitless potential of our youth. Because we believe that we wanted to show the world that aisa hai Pakistan, that the youth of Pakistan is innovative, creative, and they have potential to change the fate of the country. Few years ago, this movement started, and for me it was a dream that Pakistan doesn't need a generation looking for jobs, but Pakistan needs a generation who can create opportunities and who can solve the problems. See Pakistan is our annual feature to celebrate the independence of Pakistan. And over the past few years, See Pakistan has grown into one of the largest entrepreneurial expo. Welcome, madam. So I was just telling about See Pakistan 2026. So it has now become one of the largest entrepreneurial expo and a very, very powerful platform where industry, academia, entrepreneurs, investors come together with a shared vision of building economically superior Pakistan. Over the past few years, this year, we have got really, really tremendous and phenomenal response. At national level, 250 universities participated in World Startup Championship. And we have received 4,000 startup applications from all over Pakistan. And I'm particularly proud to highlight that fact, Madam Wajia, that more than 1,500 applications are female-led, which reflects the gender inclusion of entrepreneurship. And also, it's a powerful statement to reflect that women are playing a very critical role in innovation, employment, economic development of Pakistan. And at the international level, we have received more than 300 startup applications from around 40 countries, and followed by 17 regional national rounds and 2 international evaluation rounds. So after careful evaluation and selection process, top 100 startups and 40 international startups are exhibiting in exhibition hall today. So I'm very proud to see the talent, the innovation, and creativity of our youth. But ladies and gentlemen, if we promote entrepreneurship but do not improve the ecosystem in which those entrepreneurs perform, our work will remain incomplete. If we create starters but do not create a better governance, better healthcare, and education, then we will not be able to achieve the Pakistan we aspire to build. That is why today we are starting a conversation about future of Pakistan. Can smaller administrative units make governance more responsive, more accountable, and more closer to the people? Under the kind leadership of Chairman APSAB, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Saab, Imagine Pakistan has took this agenda to all the educational institutes to spread the awareness of this agenda among. And today, yes, we have also set up a very dedicated stall of Imagine Pakistan where you can express your views and you can participate in the national conversation related to having smaller administrative units, Mera Suba, Mera Nizam. To take this agenda forward. But if the significant from the existing system, then I believe our Pakistan to lead the change. And for that purpose, we could not have a better person to inspire this conversation than having Mia Amir Mehmood Saab, Chairman, Punjab Group, the man behind this movement, and a very devoted Pakistan. So thank you very much for honoring your presence, and definitely we will be enlightening with your conversation. At the same time, I'm really very thankful to Chairman APSA for giving us the opportunity and to scale See Pakistan at international level. Thank you very much for believing in us. And I'm also very thankful to Madam Wajiha and Chairman Higher Education Commission for joining us today to celebrate the innovation and creativity of our youth. And I'm also very thankful to a very friendly US Consul General, Mr. Stetson. He has been very, very supportive. Thank you very much for your valuable presence. And German Ambassador, thank you very much for your valuable presence. It will be unfair without acknowledging the support and the commitment of all the universities, sponsors who have joined hands together to make this expo successful. And I'm also very, very thankful to my entire organizing team for their hard work, devotion, and commitment for putting up such a wonderful show. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today to witness the innovation and creativity of our youth. So once again, welcome to See Pakistan. Welcome very much. Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you very much, Honorable Rector, Superior University, Professor Dr. Abdul Rehman, and very nicely put on, ma'am, a journey of 10 years, moving on with the idea,
10 years with ideas, a stage full of ideas, a stage full of possibilities, and stage. Every year there's been an increase in the number of ideas. Here, from 2016 to 2026 here, one idea from Superior University started up from that I Automate, and with that I Automate, it become a full-fledged business, and with that business in about 10 years time, all the students who were there for I Automate, they are now running the industry, and they have become a vital part of the industry here in Pakistan and abroad too. So talking about, and Dr. Sumaira Rehman talked about one idea, an idea of governance here. It started up, ladies and gentlemen, a year ago from Superior University, where Amir Mahmood Saab came here and he had the idea of just governing Pakistan from a different lens. They had said that about 79 years have passed, and in 79 years they have seen the one side of governance, and let's see on what comes up with the governance on the other side. Mera Suba, Mera Nizam. And when we talk about Mera Suba, Mera Nizam, it talks about the healthcare, the rule of law, the education, and everything would be given to, and it would be accessible to all the people of Pakistan here. I am very much motivated, sir, with seeing the Mera Suba, Mera Nizam ke saath, because sir, मेरा भी ये ख्वाब था कि मुझे भी गवर्नर पंजाब बनना है कभी ना कभी, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली लेकिन आपके इस ख्वाब से सर मुझे लगता है कि मैं बहावलपुर से बिलोंग करता हूं, तो बहावलपुर का गवर्नर तो बन ही जाऊंगा सर इंशाल्लाह ताला. आपकी दुआओं रही तो इंशाल्लाह ताला विल बी देयर एंड विल सी पाकिस्तान चेंजिंग. बिकॉज हमने पहले जो मैंने बात की थी सर, वो बात सबसे पहले ये थी कि जितने भी पैट्रियोटिक पीपल हैं, दे बिलीव इन पाकिस्तान एंड दे बिलीव दैट अभी भी पाकिस्तान के अंदर, पाकिस्तान की यूथ सबको अगर वो डायरेक्शन दी जाए तो पाकिस्तान कैन चेंज एंड मेक द वर्ल्ड सी. ऐसा है पाकिस्तान. सो नाउ लेडीज एंड gentlemen, the person behind Imagine Pakistan, he is a visionary, an entrepreneur, and a guru of governance, and a patriotic Pakistani. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mia Amir Mahmood Saab, the chairman of the Punjab Group.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. अस्सलाम वालेकुम लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन. मुझे इंतहाई खुशी है यहाँ पे आज मेरे हाज़िर होके. जिस तरह चौधरी अब्दुल रहमान साहब ने और बाकी इनके दोस्तों ने ये 10 साल से एंटरप्रेन्योरियल जो हमारे यूथ के अंदर स्किल्स पैदा करने की कोशिश की है, और जिस तरह से इनको कामयाबी मिली है, मैं चौधरी साहब आपको, आपकी टीम को, सबको मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ. आप हमारी यूथ को एक सही रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं और हमारी कोशिशें आपके साथ हैं. हम जो भी आपकी इसमें एफर्ट होगी उसमें इंशाल्लाह हम आपके साथ खड़े होंगे इंशाल्लाह. आज जो बात यहाँ पे हुई, और ख़ास तौर पे इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के हवाले से, मुझे दुनिया में जहाँ भी जाने का मौका मिला और हमने ये देखा कि मेयर्स और गवर्नर्स और चीफ मिनिस्टर्स जो बात करते हैं वो अपने सूबे या अपने शहर की ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं. वो वहाँ पे नए बिजनेसेस जो आते हैं उनकी बात करते हैं. ये रिवाज और ये फैशन कभी नहीं बना. प्राइवेट सेक्टर इसमें सामने आया. चौधरी अब्दुल रहमान साहब की क़यादत में बहुत अच्छा काम हुआ, लेकिन असल में ये काम हुकूमतों के करने का है. और जो नारा आज चौधरी साहब ने यहाँ पे चुना है, मेरा सूबा मेरे निज़ाम का, उसका मकसद भी यही है कि बजाय इसके कि 13 करोड़ का एक ऐसा सूबा हो जो बाकी 3 اپنی جو فیڈریٹنگ یونٹس ہیں وہ سب مل بھی جائیں تو اس سے بڑا ہو. اب پنجاب کو آپ دیکھیں, پورے پاکستان میں کہیں بھی پنجاب کو گالی دی جاتی ہے. پنجابیوں کے شناختی کارڈ دیکھ کے انہیں بسوں سے اتار کے قتل کیا جاتا ہے. اس نفرت کی وجہ ہمیں دیکھنی ہوگی کہ اس کی وجہ کیا ہے. اگر آپ اپنا NFC ایوارڈ دیکھیں, انصاف کے ساتھ ہر پاکستانی کو ان کے مالی وسائل میں حصہ دیا جا رہا ہے, اور ہر سال پنجاب اربوں روپے کسی نہ کسی صورت میں بلوچستان کو ڈونیٹ کر رہا ہے. اس کے باوجود اگر نفرت ختم نہیں ہو رہی تو اس کی وجہ شاید یہی ہے کہ ہم باقی 3 صوبوں کو ملا کے بھی ان سے بڑے ہیں, اور بظاہر جب وسائل کی تقسیم میں پنجاب کو اس کا حصہ ملتا ہے تو ایسے عناصر جو پاکستان کے خلاف بات کرتے ہیں ان کو یہ موقع ملتا ہے کہ وہ پنجاب کو بدنام کریں. آج جب پنجاب سے یہ لہر اٹھ رہی ہے, پنجاب کے لوگ اس پہ تیار ہیں کہ چھوٹے صوبے بنائے جائیں, اور ان چھوٹے صوبوں میں جب ہم نے دیکھا کہ سب سے زیادہ فائدہ کس کو ہوگا, تو مجھے بڑی خوشی ہے یہ بات یہاں پہ کرتے ہوئے کہ جو بلوچستان کے 8 ڈویژنز میں صوبے بنیں گے, پر پرسن سب سے زیادہ پیسہ جو فیڈرل گورنمنٹ کی طرف سے یا ان کی منرلز کی طرف سے جائے گا وہ 8 صوبے ہوں گے جو بلوچستان کے علاقے میں بنیں گے. اور اس کے بعد جو صوبے سب سے زیادہ امیر ہوں گے وہ سندھ کے علاقے میں جو صوبے بنیں گے وہ دوسرے نمبر پہ سب سے زیادہ امیر صوبے ہوں گے. آج کراچی, لاہور, اسلام آباد, کوئٹہ اور پشاور کے علاوہ کسی صوبے نے کوئی شہر آباد نہیں کیا. انفارچونیٹلی ہم نے صرف کیپٹل سٹیز کو پہ توجہ رکھی اور صرف انہی کو آباد کیا. جب ڈیٹا پہ ہم نظر ڈالتے ہیں اور دیکھتے ہیں, پاکستان میں سٹنٹنگ جو آپ کے چائلڈ ہے اس کی تعداد 44% ہے, اور یہی اگر آپ سکھر میں دیکھیں تو یہ تعداد 66% ہے. تو سکھر کو کراچی سے کیا مل رہا ہے, میں یہ تلاش کر رہا ہوں, میں سوچ رہا ہوں کہ اس کو دیکھا جائے کہ سکھر کو کیا فائدہ ہو رہا ہے کراچی سے. ہم یہ بڑی اچھی طرح سوچ سکتے ہیں کہ اگر 66% بچے آپ کے سٹنٹڈ ہیں تو 20 سال بعد کا فیوچر بھی ہم نے اپنا خراب کر دیا. اور آج ہمارے پاس موقع ہے کہ ہم اس میں بہتری کی طرف کوئی قدم اگر اٹھا سکتے ہیں تو ہم اٹھائیں. اسی طرح بلوچستان میں, پھر سندھ میں اگر تھر کی ہم بات کریں, آپ جانتے ہیں تھر میں کوئلہ نکل رہا ہے, وہاں پہ انڈسٹری لگ رہی ہے, اور جب یہ علاقہ اپنے پورے پوٹینشل تک پہنچے گا تو یہ کراچی سے زیادہ امیر صوبہ ہوگا. اور ہماری یہی کوشش ہے کہ ہمارے بچوں کا اچھا مستقبل ان کو ملے, اور وہ اچھی گورننس کے بغیر ممکن نہیں ہے. یہ فورم جہاں آج ہم جمع ہیں یہ ایک روشنی کی کرن ہے بے شک, لیکن اصل ذمہ داری پرائیویٹ سیکٹر سے یا کسی بھی NGO سے نہیں ہوتی. اصل ذمہ داری حکومت ادا کرتی ہے, اور سب سے پہلی ذمہ داری اس میں تعلیم ہے. غربت تبھی دور ہوگی اگر ہم اپنے بچوں کو پڑھا سکیں گے. اور انفارچونیٹلی آؤٹ آف اسکول بچوں کی تعداد ہمارے ملک میں دنیا میں سب سے زیادہ ہے. 25.1 ملین بچے اسکول نہیں جا رہے. اور جو سروے ایک اثر ہماری NGO ہے اس نے گورنمنٹ آف پاکستان کے ساتھ مل کے جو سروے کیا, یہ 25.1 ملین تو وہ ہیں جو اسکول نہیں جا رہے, اور جو اسکول جا رہے ہیں اس میں 70% ایسے بچے ہیں جو کلاس 5 میں ہیں اور وہ کلاس 3 کی کتاب نہیں پڑھ سکتے. تو ہمیں سب پہ کام کرنے کی ضرورت ہے, اور یہ کام پچھلے 79 ایئرز سے ان صوبوں سے ہو نہیں سکا. اچھے حکمران بھی آئے, بہت اچھے حکمران بھی آئے ہوں گے, کچھ خراب بھی آئے ہوں گے, لیکن ہمیں بجائے حکمران بدلنے کے نظام کو دیکھنا ہوگا. جو نعرہ آج چوئی صاحب نے انٹروڈیوس کر دیا ہے, میرا صوبہ میرا نظام, تو ہمیں اسی کو لے کے آگے چلنا پڑے گا. اپنا نظام ہم اپنی جگہ پہ لے کے آئیں گے, اپنے شہر میں, اپنے صوبے میں ہم اپنا نظام لے کے آئیں گے انشاءاللہ. اور یہ بہترین فورم ہے جہاں پہ اکیڈمیشنز ہیں, جہاں پہ یونیورسٹیز کے لوگ ہیں, جہاں پہ یوتھ ہے پاکستان کی. اور اس کے لیے سرویز ہوئے ہیں, ڈفرینٹ نیوز آرگنائزیشنز نے سروے کیے ہیں, سوشل میڈیا کی ڈفرینٹ سائٹس نے سروے کیے ہیں. اور مجھے بڑی خوشی ہے یہ بتاتے ہوئے کہ 80 to 90% اس میں پازیٹیو رسپانس ہے. اس ملک کے لوگ, اس ملک کی یوتھ یہ چاہتی ہے کہ اسے اچھی گورننس ملے. اور مجھے امید ہے کہ یہ چوئی صاحب نے جو فورم بنائے ہیں, ڈفرینٹ فورم چوئی صاحب کے ہیں, جس پہ مجھے موقع ملا, ہم پوری پاکستان میں یونیورسٹیز میں بھی گئے, اور وہاں یوتھ کی جو ولنگنیس ہے فار دس ڈیمانڈ, وہ تو آئی وڈ سے کہ 100% ہے. اور ہمیں بہت امید ہے کہ انشاءاللہ پاکستان آگے بڑھے گا, اور ہم اپنے آنے والی نسلوں کو ایک اچھا, خوشحال, آگے بڑھتا ہوا, ترقی کرتا ہوا پاکستان دے کے اس دنیا سے رخصت ہوں گے انشاءاللہ. وما علینا الا البلاغ.
تھینک یو ویری مچ سر, بہت شکریہ آپ کا. اینڈ موونگ آن ود, ہم اگر پاکستان کو جس طرح سر آپ امیجن کر رہے ہیں پاکستان, آئی بلیو کہ پاکستان کے ساتھ ایک تو اکنامکلی جو ہم خواب دیکھ رہے ہیں سپیریئر پاکستان کا, وہ بھی پورا ہوتا ہے. اور ان کے بعد جتنی آبادی بڑھ چکی ہے, ہر ایک کو کم سے کم ایکسیس جو ملتا ہے وہ سب سے زیادہ امپورٹنٹ ہے. اینڈ وی پرے سر دیٹ پاکستان کمز اپ ود دیٹ چینج. ہم جس طرح سی پاکستان کی بات کرتے ہیں, آج سے 10 سال پہلے جب ہم نے اس کا آغاز کیا تھا تو ہم نے وہی کہا تھا کہ جی پاکستان میں یہ چینج آئے گا, اور الحمدللہ آفٹر 10 years we are seeing a change here in Pakistan. اور یہاں پہ everybody is talking about ideas, everybody is talking about innovation, everybody is moving along with the economic stability. یہاں پہ دیکھنا چاہتے ہیں کہ ہم اپنے نام سے, اپنے کام سے اور اپنی پرسنالٹی سے کیسے پاکستان کو بہتر کر سکتے ہیں. Now ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from our guests here who believe that who have seen, who have witnessed See Pakistan. And now I'll call Her Excellency the Honorable Ambassador of Germany on the stage. So I would request Her Excellency Miss Ina Lepel, ma'am, to please honor the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for you. Hello, ma'am. You can just put it up here. Thank you. Let me just put it up here. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Honorable Minister of State, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Superior University, esteemed Chairman, Punjab Group, esteemed directors and other members of the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan, esteemed Consul General of the USA in Lahore, respected participants in SEC, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor for me to be with you today during the SEC Pakistan 2026. I would like to express to the Association of Private Sector Universities of Pakistan and their partners in Pakistan's public and private sector for bringing all of us together. Be it as entrepreneurs in their own thriving and innovative businesses. Entrepreneurial educators, including private sector universities, have an important role to play in this regard, of course. And they face a considerable challenge. On the one hand, parents and students expect them to deliver on their money. On the other hand, they need to make sure that while the students learn stop there, but read as many books and has as many critical discussions as they can, so that the university does not only form thorough professionals, but also mature human beings with a social conscience and an awareness of their responsibility for other people's life in the future. Assuming that a university degree is only meant to ensure future jobs, as important as it is, of course, would therefore be mistaken. Pakistan has a proud intellectual and spiritual tradition, and while it may be important that students make their parents proud, it is just as important that they make the great Allama Iqbal proud. Being able to think and act as independent individuals will also make it easier for Pakistani students to succeed in universities and workplaces abroad, as for instance in Germany. As you know, more and more Pakistani students are interested in pursuing their academic studies in Germany and to stay there for at least a few years after their degree. They are attracted by our country's scientific and technological excellence, but also by the fact that there is practically no tuition fee, which to many feels like a universal scholarship to begin with. But of course, such an opportunity does not come without some challenges in return. The German academic scene offers an enormous variety of options that can be quite daunting at first sight. A prospective student is well advised to get familiar with our web portal with the simple name Study in Germany. Apply some filters smartly and come up with a short list of study programs that fits their needs. One of the filters is language, as many programs leading to a master's degree are entirely in English, and an increasing number of graduate programs in English are also available. Another point to consider is the choice of city. Big cities are sometimes more interesting, but it can be really difficult and expensive to find a place to live. Small cities can be better in that regard, and the quality of universities does not depend on city size. So this is another issue that deserves some in-depth research. Finally, there are also in Germany public and private universities. But in Germany, very unlike in Pakistan, most universities are actually public, especially the traditional and prestigious ones. Public universities are free of charge or charge only nominal fees, whereas some private universities nowadays charge fees that almost reach the levels seen in the US or UK. For some reason, a surprising percentage of Pakistani students opt for private universities. Maybe they think higher tuition fee means better quality and better employability later. However, this is not universally true. My recommendation would therefore be to generate a short list from the portal and then do in-depth research on which university is considered reputable among future employers in the chosen field, and then decide which university is worth the extra money. Unfortunately, many students from Pakistan, and also other countries I suppose, feel daunted by all these choices. Or maybe they have never learned to do independent research on a concrete issue like this. Many therefore prefer to seek the services of an agency. While this can save time and trouble, it is also expensive, and the expense is maybe unnecessary because all information is available in a user-friendly way in public space. In the embassy, sometimes we learn of cases of students who were guided by agencies to private universities and then face huge debt burdens. Sometimes students have to work full-time to pay their debts to the agency and the university, which makes it difficult to follow their coursework at all, let alone with good grades. I'm not saying that all agencies take that approach, but I would also not say that all agencies only have the students' best interests at heart. So here again, the important thing is to make an informed choice. My recommendation in case of specific question is to address them to the Information Office of the German Academic Exchange Service, or well known as DAAD, in Islamabad. The organization, German Academic Exchange Service, was founded about 100 years ago to support student mobility around the world. It is fully financed by the German Federal Foreign Office. I can give you the contacts later if you are interested. Was no family member to support one. While this might be hard to deal with for a lot of students at first, it certainly helps in becoming more independent and to adapt to challenges they will face in their professional and private lives later. It will also help them in becoming better leaders and decision makers in the future. And since this is an entrepreneurial summit and startups were already mentioned, let me also briefly mention my admiration for Pakistan's resilient and dynamic startup ecosystem. German Development Corporation works to support it in partnership with the Arahan Foundation and an organization known as Accelerate Prosperity. The program offers business support services like mentoring, incubation and acceleration programs, co-working spaces, as well as startup finance windows for loans. Since the program started 2 years ago, loans have been disbursed to 27 businesses, many of them led by women or young people. 244 businesses have received business support services. The beneficiaries are selected on a competitive basis by Accelerate Prosperity, easily found on the net under that name, by the way. So for those of you who are already active in business, this might also be an avenue to pursue. Once again, thank you very much for your attention and for the honor of having me in your midst. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency Ms. Ina Olepel. And when we talk about Germany is education friendly and talking about students there. Madam, you talked about when the student comes out to different countries, they need to learn different languages. And here also, when we talk about Pakistan, the students are also, they started up with an idea. We need to make them believe with the idea that yes, they can do that. And with that, their idea can change the world. Their idea can change their own lives. So we believe that the students, as what you said, the students need to come out of their comfort zone most of the time, whether they are in Germany or here in Pakistan. Their comfort zone needs to get out from, and then there is where the whole success comes up with. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another guest here, and I believe that talking about Germany and how they are facilitating students, so let's hear it from the United States of America, what United States of America want to say about ideas and about students and how he sees Pakistan and how the academia and industry linkage has been considered through the lens of US Embassy. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite His Excellency Mr. Stetson Sander, US Consulate General Lahore, sir, to please honor the stage. Yourself. Just put this thing on. Yes, of course. We just. So thank you, sir.
Good morning. Super khair. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for the welcome. What a great pleasure to be here and to start this weekend with all of you and listen to these important conversations. I, to Rector Dr. Samira Rehman and Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rehman, You've both been so welcoming and supportive of me. The team at Superior has been a great friend and welcoming me here in Pakistan and Lahore. I appreciate that. Greetings, Chairman Mia Mir Mahmood, the rest of the distinguished guests, Sahel Afzal, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Dr. Niaz Ahmad Akhtar, and some good friends, new friends like Minister Dr. Wahija Khamar, who's been a great partner with the United States. Thank you for working with us in Islamabad. We're happy to be working with you here in Lahore as well. My friend Mian Imran Masood, thank you very much for all of you for being here and for including me. And it's great to see some diplomats here. The Deputy Chief of Mission from Kenya, I understand, just arrived, and Her Excellency, the Ambassador from Germany. I should tell all of you, if you don't know, I had to ask her not to present her remarks in Urdu because she's an excellent Urdu speaker, and we have a diplomatic protocol that she shouldn't embarrass me. So she agreed to speak in English. Thank you for that, but thank you for your remarks as well. It's an honor to be here today with all of you, so many distinguished speakers and participants, educators, business people, entrepreneurs, policymakers. But the real privilege is being here with the true stars of today's event, the students, the founders, and the innovators here in this hall. I was born and raised in Northern California. When I was about 6 years old, so this would have been last century, about 1982, 1983, for my birthday, my 6th birthday, my father brought home a box and had a little funny little logo on it of an apple with a bite taken out of it. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what it was. But back then, that was a little startup called Apple, and that was the first computer available for most people at home, an Apple IIe. Since then, Apple has changed the world, and many other Northern California startups have also shaped nearly every aspect of our lives, from education to communication, finance, travel, and how we share information with each other. So growing up in that environment has given me an opportunity to get used to and to seek and to see smart, creative companies using technology to shape our futures, and I see that same spirit here in Pakistan. See Pakistan is much more than an exhibition. As our MC said earlier, this is a movement, and I completely agree that students can do anything. See Pakistan is a statement about Pakistan's next generation of entrepreneurs, engineers, educators, and showing the world that they are ready to compete, to build, and to lead. The United States wants to be your partner in your efforts. It's been a true and great pleasure to be in Lahore. I've been here for about a year, and every day I get to meet people from across Punjab, and it reinforces to me this obvious belief in the depth of talent, the creativity, the entrepreneurial spirit, and the ambition in this vibrant city that I've come to love and that I now call home. I've seen American technology powering Pakistani programmers to keep people in Punjab safe through the Punjab Safe City Authority. I've seen Pakistani investors bringing and opening an official Apple retail store here in Lahore, next in Islamabad, and hopefully a true Apple headquarters office here. Just this week, I was with senior Google executives at the National Incubation Center where I saw teenage students using cutting-edge AI technology donated by American companies like Google to start businesses, solve problems, and create jobs. And I meet young Pakistani entrepreneurs who are learning how to tap into the U.S. educational exchange programs to launch new AI and other digital initiatives, including gaming companies right here in Lahore. That's the spirit of this room today, and that's the spirit of C and what we're going to be talking about. The global economy is at a critical moment. It's a pivotal moment where things are changing. Artificial intelligence, advanced computing technologies, other emerging technologies are reshaping industries and redefining competitiveness. Countries that invest in talent, embrace innovation, and build trusted partnerships will lead in the years ahead. From the diverse group of speakers that we've got here today and the range of all of the participants who are bringing their expertise, their curiosity, and their ideas. It's very clear that Pakistan is working to achieve its potential to create the right environment so that the creativity and dynamism of this wonderful country and this young population can take hold and shape Pakistan's bright future. The United States remains Pakistan's largest export market and one of its leading investment partners for more than 2 decades. And we want to deepen those commercial and educational partnerships with all of you, the innovators and entrepreneurs in this room. President Trump has been clear about our priorities, which is to make America and our partners, like Pakistan, safer, stronger, and more prosperous. When we invest in Pakistani students and startups, when we strengthen university and academic partnerships, and when we facilitate United States leadership and excellence in education and technology across Punjab and across Pakistan, we advance all of those goals together for a safer and more prosperous Pakistan. A Pakistan that innovates, it's going to create jobs, attract investment, and strengthen regional stability. That benefits Pakistan and that benefits the United States. I'm so happy to see some American colleagues here, some influencers brought by Superior so that we together can start to share with the world the many, many opportunities here in Pakistan. I recently learned a term, Wapastanis. I love that. Those are these Pakistanis who went to the United States for school or work. They made their mark. They started their companies. They started their jobs, new industries. They built buildings, and they've decided to return to Pakistan to make a contribution, to make a difference. I'm sure there are some of you here in this room. But even if you haven't had a chance to study in the United States yet, here's my challenge to you. Think globally from day one. Build products and companies that serve not just Lahore and Karachi, but Chicago and New York and my home state of California. Maybe the next Apple is here in this room. If it is, I think it should be called Mango because they're so delicious. The United States wants to be your partner, your customer, and your investor in these endeavors. We're so happy to be here today to be able to speak with you, learn from you, and figure out how we can cooperate and advance our shared goals together. Congratulations to Superior and the organizing committee for this event, all the private sector university leaders who are here, and all of the stall exhibitors who I look forward to meeting and talking with. Thank you so much. I look forward to what all of you are going to build for the future of Pakistan. United States-Pakistan friendship, Zindabad.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Mr. Stetson Sanders, the U.S. Consul General, Lahore. Thank you very much for very rightly said. When we're talking about the prospects of See Pakistan, the next Apple might be, the owners of Next Apple might be sitting here and they believe. And you talked about the idea of think globally. And yes, all the students who are just making their ideas, it's not just for Lahore or for Karachi or any other state or city of Pakistan. It needs to be all thinking out globally. It is in the words of Ishfaq Ahmed Sahab what he says कि दुनिया में वही लोग जिंदा रहते हैं जो खैर बांटते हैं. आप अपने कामों से, अपने innovation से आप दुनिया में किस तरीके से खैर बांटते हैं, that is important. And Mr. Stetson talked about Mr. Donald Trump talking about that a safer, stronger and a prosperous Pakistan. Thank you very much for all your wishes, sir, and let's hope that our friendship goes a long way in creating that innovation. And the student, most of my friends have been they have studied abroad there in US, and they have a different experience of United States, and the way that now when they come back to Pakistan, there is a total difference in their personality and their ideas. So thank you very much for facilitating all the Pakistani students here, and let's hope that all of the students who are here, they are wishing to go to America, they go to America and then come back and make Pakistan more economically superior. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have talked about the academic institutions of Pakistan. We have listened to our honorable guest here, Her Excellency from Germany and His Excellency from United States of America. And now let's move on to see the person who makes strategies, who is the hub of strategies of all the academic institutions of Pakistan. Last night we were there in a Governor House for the Academic Excellence Award, and this personality talked about the idea of we have about 67% of youth, and 67% of youth talks about they need to have a direction in morals and ethics. That's what our chairman, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Sahab, always talks about, that students need to have the character, the courage and the competence to take Pakistan to a different level. Now let's hear from the chairman, Higher Education Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Professor Dr. Niaz Ahmed Akhtar Sahab.
Thank you very much, Professor Abdul Rehman Chaudhry, for providing us this opportunity to say a few words with the youth. Thanks to Professor Sumaira for putting so much effort on the Entrepreneur Gala. Thanks, Mia Amir Mahmood Sahab, for participating in this event and gracing the occasion. Excellency State Minister Wajiha Qamar Sahiba, thanks for all the time supporting the higher education sector in Pakistan. My friend Consul General Stetson, thanks a lot for having a words of exchange with my youth. Miss Ina, German Ambassador, Excellency, thank you very much for participating in this great event. The prime purpose of the institution is to educate, create the knowledge, transfer the knowledge. This is the prime purpose of the institution. And here most of the students and the academic leaders who are participating in this great event, the creativity, innovation, more than 90% it is coming from the higher education sector. Therefore, you are not only the academic leader, you are also leader in research as well as in the innovation. This is the prime purpose of any of the institution established anywhere in the globe. Therefore, it is, when I say it is the prime purpose to have the innovation and creativity, therefore what type of research is coming and how much it is applicable to the industrial sector and in the socio-economic development of the country. Therefore, this gap, when you are doing a, how much is the impact on the industry and the society. Therefore, a lot of effort has been made, as very rightly said by Professor Sumaira Rehman, that about thousands of the projects she received and only 100 have been shortlisted. Therefore, surely these will have the impact on the national economy as well as in the socio-economic development of the country. At the moment, in Higher Education Commission, for the higher education institutions, this is our top priority at the moment. Productive employability. The product we are producing, we are giving to the market, how much it has got the impact on the national economy. Therefore, it is, I consider as a chairman Higher Education Commission, that the product which we are producing, it is saleable, it is intellectuals, and they are putting a lot of impact on the society. For that reason, we have approved number of new policies and schemes through which our youth can get the benefit. One is about the entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, where billions of rupees have been allocated. The same is, yesterday we got it approved, the Fulbright scholarship for the US education system, So again, hundreds of the scholarships are there. Therefore, you can get the benefit. This is not only when you are graduating from any of the institution, you should not be looking only for the job. You can become the employer. You can become the entrepreneur. You can also, of course, you can join any of the organization in the service sector or the manufacturing sector. But in Pakistan, lot of opportunities are available for the youth. Lot of potential is there. I can recall, I think 2-3 weeks back, when Miss Ina and the European Commission state countries were there, and we were awarding the scholarship. And I was told, I am very pleased to share with you, that maximum number of scholarships at the global, at the international level through competition that came to the Pakistani youth. And it was for the last 5 years. It was not only this year, for the last 5 years. This is Erasmus scholarship. Number of scholarship that is from the European Commission, whereas the other scholarships, for example, thanks to again Her Excellency Ina, they have allocated number of scholarships for the Pakistani youth under DART scholarships. We have also number of scholarships through overseas scholarships. Therefore, the potential, the opportunities which are available for the Pakistani youth, and I think I have number of examples. I gave you one example about European Union scholarships, how my youth is contributing and competing at the international level. But at the same time, I have several examples. For example, Stetson this year, 1,050 medical doctors, they have got the matching with the MSLE. Therefore, this is the highest number of Pakistani doctors who are competing at the international level for the health sector in the US side. Therefore, the quality of education which my institution are contributing, I think it is second to none. Yes, when we are talking, with my due apology to my colleagues, my friends from the US side or from any other country, when we are saying thousands of the universities are there in US side, and we can name hundreds or more than 100 perhaps, those are internationally top ranked. I have a good number of institutions in Pakistan where these institutions are competing at the global level. They are internationally ranked, and they are educating and grooming my youth in the country. Therefore, we are trying our level best through our higher education system that we should provide the quality education, quality research, number of scholarships for our youth. Thanks to my government for providing such a great opportunity for the youth in terms of employment, in terms of entrepreneur, in terms of scholarships. Therefore, if I gave you another example, since I belong to academia, if any of Pakistani who has got PhD from the developed world and comes back to Pakistan, immediately they will be taken as assistant professor in the institution, in the higher education institutions. Whereas, if you are competing with the developed world, you must have 3 to 4 postdoctorate fellowships, and then you can compete and you can become the lecturer in those developed universities. Therefore, you can feel how much opportunities are available for the Pakistani youth in Pakistan. This is the government figure which I am sharing with you. This year, 5.7 billion dollars have been earned by Pakistani youth through digital economy. from where this amount has come, this remittance has come. Again, this is from the university graduates, from my youth. Therefore, again, this is 5.7 billion figure I have shared with you, but I think your potential is more than that. Therefore, please compete at the international level. And you have the potential. You have got the opportunities. Yes, 2-3 things which matter, I must say. One is you must have the relevant knowledge. If you have the knowledge and you have the capacity to translate that knowledge, then it means you have got the skill. And my third point, all the time, which I advocate, that is your ethics, your moral values, your attitude, your behavior. Your behavior. Therefore, this third component is very important. If you are studying computer science or IT, and your theoretical marks are 80%, whereas your practical marks are 90%, your average is in that subject is 85%. But the attitude and the ethics, that is multiplied. If your attitude is weak, your CGPA with 3.8, 3.7 multiplied with 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, your attitude, you should be strong in your moral values, rich in your ethics. And the last point which I would like to share, that our institutions, I will share that few of my students, they got migration from Pakistani universities to MIT, to the top institutions in the world. Therefore, I think work very hard. This is the only option, and lot of opportunities are available for all of you. Thank you very much again, Professor Abdul Rehman Chaudhry, Sumaira Rahman, and Honorable My Excellencies who have participated and graced this great event. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Professor Dr. Niaz Ahmed Akhtar Sahab, and very rightly said, we need to create and transfer knowledge, and the Pakistani youth has the opportunity, and they need to grab that opportunities and moving on towards a superior Pakistan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move towards a lady who is the custodian of the Federal Education and Professional Training, and let's hear it from her that how important is the professional training, the skill set, and all the other things that can make Pakistan superior. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I request Ms. Wajiha Qamar, Minister of State, Federal Education and Professional Training, ma'am, to please honor the stage. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये पाकिस्तान जो एकदम एक म्यूज़िक आया था ना, और पाकिस्तान, तो I was coming to the stage with goosebumps. So we will start with Pakistan Zindabad. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. And a very good morning to all of you, to APSAP, to Dr. Rehman, Dr. Niaz यहाँ बैठी हैं, Awais, Imran Hash Saab, Amir Bhai. I agree to each and every word you have said. यहाँ पे जितनी भी universities से, INA and from US Council, everyone who is here, guests from American and German missions, of course, and especially to the 4,000 young men and women in this hall who are here not as spectators, but as builders. Thank you for having me today here. I want to start with the number, 2017, one city, one university, and 100 startup applications. And today, 2026, 320 cities, 675 universities, over 4,000 applications, and 275 international links. I want you to sit with for a second. This is not a growth chart. That is a generation deciding on its own that it will not wait to be given permission to build. Nobody organized that growth from a ministry office. It happened because Pakistanis, city after city, decided their idea was worth a shot. And APSAP simply built the stage fast enough to keep up with them. Thank you for that. And it happens to be happening this week. The week of Jashn-e-Azadi. I don't think that is a coincidence, and I don't think it should be. Independence was never only about a date on the calendar or a flag raised once a year. It was about people deciding they would write their own future instead of inheriting someone else's. That is exactly what every founder in this room is doing. One pitch, one prototype, one sleepless night at a time. And this has in fact been a month of Pakistan writing its own future on more than one front. Under Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and with Field Marshal Asim Munir's leadership behind our armed forces, down with Saudi Arabia and Turkey this August and signed a landmark trilateral defense pact. A reminder that this country is increasingly a country other nations choose to stand beside, not simply alongside, but a nation standing in the world is never built on strategic partnerships alone. It is built just as much on what its young people create when they are given the room to do it. That is why what happens in this hall over these 3 days matters every bit as much as what happens around a table in Makkah. As Minister of State for Federal Education and Professional Training, I sit at the meeting point of two worlds that used to sit far apart in this country: the world of the university degree and the world of the marketplace. For too long, we treated them as separate journeys. First you study, then maybe. If you are brave, you build something. See, Pakistan has helped collapse that distance. And from where I sit, across HEC, across NAFT-TTC, across the institutions building the skills pipeline for this country, our job now is to make sure that collapse continues. Entrepreneurship should not be the exception to a Pakistani degree. It should be one of its natural outcomes. That is the direction we are building toward. Degrees that come with real-world skills attached. TVET and higher education talking to each other instead of competing. And a generation that graduates already knowing how to pitch, how to build a team, how to fail fast and try again. It is also the direction between our ministry's Vision 2047 framework, because 100 years after independence, we do not want to be a country that produces graduates. We want to be a country that produces founders. Some of you in this hall are already a proof that this is possible. You did not wait for the system to catch up to you. This year, See Pakistan is doing something before, a global economic forum, sitting inside a youth entrepreneurship platform for the first time. 10+ international influencers walking these halls, not as celebrities, but as people who will carry Pakistan's startup story back to the audiences who have never heard it. And Battle of Beats and Voices, a new creative platform, because somewhere along the way we forgot that entrepreneurship and creativity have always been the same instinct, the refusal to accept things as they are. I think it's worth saying plainly, the world's picture of Pakistani talent is already changing, whether we have caught up to it or not. Our engineers, our developers, our founders are already competing on global platforms, already being backed by international investors, already building companies that do not stay confined to one city or one country. What See Pakistan does is take that talent out of isolated success stories and turn it into an ecosystem, a pipeline other people can invest in, hire from, and partner with at scale. So here is what I want to say to the founders, the students, the first-time exhibitors standing nervously by your booths today. You are not too early, and you are not too small. This platform started with 100 applications for one university. If someone had told the first cohort in 2017 that within a decade, They would be sharing a stage with international investors and a global economic forum. They might not have believed it. Build anyway, apply anyway, pitch anyway. The founders who eventually make it are almost without exception the ones who kept showing up before anyone was watching. And to the investors and international partners with us today, what you're looking at in this hall is not a market of consumers, it is a market of builders. Back them. Pakistan brings you scale, hunger, and a generation that has grown up solving problems with far fewer resources than their competitors elsewhere, which, if you have spent any time in venture, you know tends to build sharper instincts, not weaker ones. Pakistan's youth have never lacked ambition. What they have sometimes lacked is a stage large enough for that ambition to be seen. APSUP has spent 9 years building that stage, city by city, university by university. My ministry's job, our job as government collectively, as a state, is to make sure that the stage keeps growing and no talented company ever has to wonder whether anyone is watching. So to every young person in this hall today, this country's next chapter is not going to be written only in the parliaments and ministries. A great deal of it is going to be written right here, in exhibition booths, in pitch decks, in the 2 in the morning conversations where an idea becomes a company. Go build it. Pakistan is watching, and increasingly, so is the world. Pakistan, Hamesha Zindabad. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Ms. Wajiha Qamar, और आपकी इसी दुआ के साथ कि पाकिस्तान हमेशा जिंदाबाद। हमारे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ जो है वो पाकिस्तान है, और ये इसी पाकिस्तान का स्टेज हम दुनिया को यही दिखाने के लिए बनाया है कि दुनिया कहे कि ऐसा है पाकिस्तान। एंड नाउ I would request from the APSUP, I would request the President Punjab Chapter, Mr. Awais Rauf Saab, sir, to please honor the stage and share your journey of See Pakistan here and how See Pakistan has developed. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
इस देश की मोहब्बत हमारे दिलों की धड़कन है। ये धरती हमारे रगों में दौड़ती और सांसों में महकती है। ये मुल्क
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam Wajiha Qamar, State Minister for Education, Dr. Niaz, Chairman, Higher Education Commission, Pakistan, Mia Amir Mahmood Saab, Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Saab, Chairman APSUP Pakistan, Her Excellency the German Ambassador, Consul General US, Lahore, all the Vice Chancellors, Rectors, Delegates, Deans, Professors, the founders of startups, visiting delegates from all over the world, foreign young influencers, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It's a matter of great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to See Pakistan, to welcome you all to Lahore, the cultural heart of Pakistan, welcome you all to this event, which is not an event, it has been a journey. And for this very moment, I especially would like to congratulate Superior University, Rector Superior University, Dr. Sumaira, Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Saab, and all the team members who have been working for this day, for this achievement. Many years ago, when so many private universities got together, Dr. Saiba, aapke saath, it looked something impossible, because then when you were aiming that one day we should have 250 universities with us, we should have 300 cities, 4,000 projects, it looked impossible. But like everything where you keep working with consistency, with a vision, with a mission, ultimately you achieve it. And for this very reason, I congratulate you on behalf of the entire APSEP. मैं जब बूट कैंप में बच्चों के साथ बैठा तो वो जो 100 सेलेक्ट हुए हैं 4000 में से, वो just sheer exuberance on their faces could tell how excited they were to be in Lahore from all over the country, from cities as far as Gilgit, Sakardu, and down to the south and Balochistan. And then all of them coming to Lahore, I think it's an achievement in itself. I would like to thank you for this idea and then assure you that since we all have come together and it's a mission of the entire Private Sectors University Association, that we will take it forward. This year alone we have more than 50 foreign delegates who are also founders of different startups from many places in the world, especially from Africa, Excellency from Kenya. So I think sky's the limit. Pakistanis are very entrepreneurial in their mind. They're always coming up with new ideas. Sometimes that actually creates the biggest problem as well, that we always want change in our lives and we keep aspiring for it. And that's why today we have more than 25 million of us sitting abroad serving other great countries, including US and Germany. You find Pakistani eateries everywhere, wherever you go. But they always remain Pakistanis wherever they are. They simply refuse most of the times to embrace other cultures. मैं आज के दिन इस मौके पे आप सब के फोरम से मियां आमिर साहब आपको बहुत मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ. आपने जो बात छोटे सूबों वाली, नए निज़ाम वाली की है, ये बहुत मुश्किल बात थी लाहौर से और पंजाब से शुरू करना, क्योंकि जहाँ बाकी सूबों में आइडेंटिटी का एक बहुत पैशन है, पंजाब में भी बहुत ज़्यादा है. और जब ये बात शुरू हुई और आप हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी आए और वहाँ एक ज़बरदस्त इंटरैक्टिव फोरम ऑर्गेनाइज़ किया हमने, आपने वहाँ बात पेश की, मुझे बड़ी घबराहट थी कि बड़े सख्त सवाल आएंगे, आप कहेंगे यार देखो मैं पहली दफ़ा यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लाहौर आया हूँ, ये पता नहीं कैसे सवाल, मगर आपने इतना अच्छा उनको इंगेज किया. और आपने जाते हुए एक बात कही कि शायद ये बात तभी कामयाब होगी जब पंजाब ये बात करेगा. एंड दैट स्टेड विद माई माइंड. आई वॉन्ट यू टू नो दैट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द एंटायर एप्सेप, द एंटायर Private Universities Association of Punjab and Pakistan, we are with you. We believe this is the solution to this country. When this country came into being, from that date, 1947, to today, nearly 80 years, our population has grown 10 times. And it's the same administrative setup that through which we are trying to run this country. I think it's impossible. And it's about time that we an idea. Thank you very much for taking a leadership role in this. There are not many people who can afford to take this position, sir. आपको पता है, हमें भी पता है. और वो आपको अल्लाह ने एक स्टेटस दिया है, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये एक मूवमेंट इसीलिए चल रही है कि आपकी तरह के लोग, चौधरी अब्दुल रहमान साहब, सोहेल अफजल साहब, ये लोग इसके साथ खड़े हैं. और every corner where power is in this country, they're listening to you. So I want you to know that we not only agree with this, but we support you in this mission as well. चेयरमैन HEC मेरे उस्ताद हैं, मेरे बुज़ुर्ग भी हैं. इनके कल के जो गवर्नर हाउस में सेशन था, उसकी तकरीर से मुझे बड़ी एक्साइटमेंट है कि वी हैव समबडी हु एक्चुअली बिलीव्स इन पाकिस्तान. चीज़ें पॉजिटिव हैं. अभी 100 साल हमें पूरे नहीं हुए और जिस प्रोसेस से हम गुजर रहे हैं, इट्स अ प्रोसेस ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. एवरीथिंग दैट हैपन्स इन दैट प्रोसेस इज समथिंग गुड. इट मे लुक डिफिकल्ट, but it is happening for something good in the future. So I believe जो भी failures हैं, जो भी पिछले 70-80 years में changes आई, हम उनके ऊपर बैठ के बहुत तकरीरें कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर उसकी डायरेक्शन ठीक है तो इंशाल्लाह हम ज़रूर कामयाब होंगे. किसी ने एक दौर में लिखा पाकिस्तान के बारे में, फेल्ड स्टेट. پھر اس کے 3 سال بعد ایک آرٹیکل چھاپا اسی بندے نے, and he said a country that refuses to fail. I believe that is the fact about this country. سر پرائیویٹ سیکٹر یونیورسٹیز کے اپنے مسائل ہیں, پبلک سیکٹر یونیورسٹیز کے بھی مسائل ہیں. ہم پہلے اپنی جنگ لڑتے تھے, کچھ عرصے سے اندازہ ہوا کہ یہ پورے ہائر ایجوکیشن سیکٹر کی ایک سٹرگل ہے, جو صرف ہمارے مسائل کا حل, اس سے معاملات بہتر نہیں ہوں گے. پبلک پرائیویٹ سیکٹر, سو ایپسیپ کا فورم کچھ عرصے سے صرف پرائیویٹ سیکٹر کا فورم نہیں ہے, یہ پبلک سیکٹر کا فورم بھی ہے. میں آپ سے پہلے تو بہت شکر گزار ہوں کہ آپ نے آتے ہی پورے پاکستان کی تمام یونیورسٹیز کو وزٹ کیا. اس سے جو لوگوں کے دلوں میں ایک ایکسپریشن پیدا ہوا, جو فیلنگ پیدا ہوئی پارٹیسپیشن کی, آپ دیکھ رہے ہیں اس کا رزلٹ ہے, معاملات بہتر ہو رہے ہیں. جو کمیٹیز آپ نے سیٹ اپ کی ہیں, جو لوگ ان میں آپ نے بٹھائے ہیں, وہ اس ملک کے بہترین اکیڈمیشنز ہیں. میں آپ کو اس پہ مبارکباد پیش کرتا ہوں. آپ پرانے چیئرمینس کو بھی لے کر آئے ہیں واپس. عام طور پہ انکمبنٹس کبھی بھی پرانے لوگوں کو انگیج نہیں کرتے. اٹس این اچیومنٹ, تھینک یو ویری مچ. پرائیویٹ سیکٹر یونیورسٹیز کی طرف سے سر, آئی ایشور یو فل سپورٹ. وی ول ڈیمانڈ یور گائیڈنس آل دا ٹائم اینڈ ود اینٹیسپیشن دیٹ تھنگس ول گیٹ بیٹر بائی دا ڈے. ہمارا جو پاپولیشن بوم ہے وہ ایک بہت بڑی اپرچونٹی ہے, ایک بہت بڑا کرائسس بھی ہے ساتھ. 45 لاکھ بچے 18 سال کے ہوئے, 18 سال کے بعد 72 لاکھ بچے 18 سال کے ہوں گے. ان میں سے کتنے اسکول ایجوکیشن پوری کر سکیں گے, کتنے یونیورسٹیز میں آئیں گے. اب یہ سٹرگل ہے, اس میں کسی ایک مومنٹ بھی آرام سے نہیں بیٹھا جا سکتا. لیکن ایک ایسی چیز ہمارے پاس آج اویلیبل ہے تھرو ٹیکنالوجی, تھرو آن لائن ایجوکیشن. سر اس کے اوپر بھی ضرور فوکس کریے گا, اور پاکستانی یونیورسٹیز کو اجازت دیں کہ وہ صرف پاکستان میں نہیں دوسری دنیا میں بھی آن لائن ایجوکیشن کو پروموٹ کر سکیں. آپ دیکھیں گے یہ وہ ملک تھا جہاں 30-40 ایئرس پہلے جب آپ یونیورسٹیز میں تھے پوری دنیا سے لوگ پڑھنے آتے تھے. اب پھر سے ایک ایفرٹ کی جا رہی ہے انشاءاللہ. میں اس میں کامسٹیک کا بہت شکر گزار ہوں, آپ کی بہت سپورٹ ہے. سر ایچ ای سی کی طرف سے بھی پاکستان کی تمام یونیورسٹیز کو سپورٹ کریں کہ فورن اسٹوڈنٹ آئیں. یہ ایسی سوسائٹی, ایسا کلچر ہے جو یہاں ایک دفعہ آتا ہے, دے فال ان لو ود اٹ. So I assure you as President Private University Association Punjab کہ ایٹ لیسٹ لاہور کی حد تک, پنجاب کی حد تک تمام یونیورسٹیز اس وقت تیار ہیں آپ کی سپورٹ سے کہ انٹرنیشنل کمیونٹیز کو لایا جائے, اور اس خوبصورت شہر میں, اس خوبصورت صوبے میں انشاءاللہ ان کو جو اپنائیت ملے گی وہ انپریسیڈنٹڈ ہوگی. میں ایٹ دی اینڈ چودھری عبد الرحمان صاحب, چیئرمین ایپ صاحب, آپ کو بہت شکر گزار ہوں. یہ آپ کی لیڈرشپ جو ہے یہ ہمارے بزرگوں نے آئیڈینٹیفائی کی, آپ نے اس سے بڑھ کے اس میں ڈیلیور کیا. آپ یہ نہ سمجھیے گا کہ یہ کوئی ایسی رسپانسبلٹی ہے جو آپ آگے کسی اور کو دے سکتے ہیں. یہ آپ پہ رہنی ہے. ٹائٹل آپ کسی کو بھی دے دیں, کیونکہ آپ آج کل یہ باتیں سوچتے ہیں. میں نے میاں عامر صاحب آپ کی اجازت سے سر کو اگین, سہیل بھائی آپ کی اجازت سے اگین سر کو ریمائنڈ کر رہا ہوں کہ کچھ چیزیں بیونڈ ٹائٹلز ہیں, آپ وہ آلریڈی اسٹیٹس الحمدللہ اچیو کیے ہوئے ہیں. اس دفعہ اس فورم میں جن بچوں نے بھی کمپیٹ کیا وہ ایک پروسیس سے گزرے. جو بچے نہیں بھی آ سکے آج یہاں پہ, وہ پروسیس ہی ان اٹ سیلف از اے گریٹ لرننگ. اینڈ آئی بلیو کہ انشاءاللہ نیکسٹ سی پاکستان will grow even more, and we will have even more competing for the finalist. And somehow we are focusing next year, then rather than having only 100 finalists, maybe let's have 200, 250, even grow further, and take smaller parts of See Pakistan to other capitals as well. Let's have a unit of this in Islamabad, let's have a unit of this in Karachi and Peshawar, because that creates such a network and connectivity جو otherwise پورا سال ہم اس کو yearn کرتے ہیں. I am very thankful to the German ambassador, Her Excellency. She has talked about all the opportunities for Pakistani students to study in Germany. Thank you very much. And your mention of Allama Iqbal tells me that his experience, his poetry, his philosophy obviously has influenced you as well, while the German philosophers influenced him so much Probably that is the thought that this youth today in Pakistan needs. And to the Consul General US, thank you very much, sir. Every Pakistani wants to go and study in that beautiful country. I request you to open your arms even more. Thousands and thousands of young boys and girls want to go and study in the great institutions of North America, come back and be able to serve this country. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations to all who are part of the organizing team. They are doing fabulous work. Every year, their activity, their effort grows further, and this becomes a bigger event. And I welcome, on behalf of APSA Punjab, to all the foreign influencers who are visiting from every part of the world. Welcome to Lahore. I hope you enjoy. Some are sleeping, but anyway, they must be exhausted. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मिस्टर अवैस रूप साहब, बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। और सर वो स्लीपिंग भी शायद इस वजह से है कि वो पूरे कुछ 4-5 दिन से जगह जगह फिर रहे हैं, शायद इस वजह से थकावट में सो गए होंगे। तो इसी तरह ही थैंक यू सर। और एक बात आपकी बहुत अच्छी लगी, और वही बात है कि पाकिस्तान इज़ अ नेशन दैट रिफ्यूज़ टू फेल। हम उस उम्मीद के साथ रहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान में कुछ अच्छा होगा, और इंशाअल्लाह पाकिस्तान में सब अच्छा होगा। हम हों या ना हों, लेकिन पाकिस्तान हमेशा रहेगा, और हमेशा इसी तरह ही दुनिया पाकिस्तान को कहते रहेगी कि ऐसा है पाकिस्तान। Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the time to give the souvenirs to the honorable guests, and I would request the chairman APSA, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdul Rehman Sahab, Mia Amir Mahmood Sahab, and Dr. Niaz Ahmed Akhtar Sahab, sir, to please honor the stage and give the souvenirs to our honorable guests for speaking their heart out at See Pakistan 2026. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And I would request our honorable minister, Madam Wajiha, ma'am, please to honor the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you for your presence here, ma'am, at See Pakistan 2026. And seeing the smiling faces of our students, ma'am, it would give a lot of motivation to you that our Pakistan is going in the right direction. Ma'am, first of all, I would request Her Excellency Ambassador of Germany, Ms. Ina Lepel, ma'am, to come and receive your souvenir. A round of applause. तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए. बहुत शुक्रिया. इसके बाद आप अपने पैसों पे कुछ खा भी सकते हैं, कोई मसला नहीं है, लेकिन एनर्जी उस तरह आ जाएगी, लेकिन प्लीज तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए।
इस देश की मोहब्बत हमारे दिलों की धड़कन है। ये धरती हमारे रगों में दौड़ती और सांसों में महकती है। ये मुल्क
I'll request the U.S. Consul General Lahore, His Excellency Mr. Stetson Sander, sir, to please honor the stage. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. तालियां, कुछ ही awards हैं, तालियां बजती रहेंगी तो अच्छा लगेगा. It sounds good to your ears. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would request the Deputy High Commissioner Azerbaijan, His Excellency Mr. Samir Ahmed Saab. Sir, thank you very much for your passionate presence here at See Pakistan 2026. Now I would request Professor Dr. Iqbal Chaudhry Sahab, the Director General Comstec, sir, to please receive your souvenir. So I will request Mr. Suhail Abdul Saab, the Vice Chairman, APSIP, sir, to please honor the stage, the Executive Director, Punjab Group. Now I would request Rector, Superior University and Patron-in-Chief, C Pakistan, Professor Dr. Abdul Rehman.
کھول آنکھ زمیں دیکھ فلک دیکھ فضا دیکھ مشرق سے ابھرتے ہوئے سورج کو ذرا دیکھ.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And I would request Mr. Awais Rauf Sahab, the Chairman, Board of Governors, University of Lahore, and the President, Lahore Chapter, APSIP. And I'll request Mr. S.M. Imran Sahab, sir, آپ آئے ہیں اور آتے ہی اپنا ایوارڈ لے لیجیے آگے. Souvenir, sir. Thank you very much. S.M. Imran صاحب نے سی پاکستان کو سب سے پہلے ہی پیٹرنائز کیا ہوا ہے صاحب. And he has been a part of C Pakistan for the last decade, motivating students, mentoring students, was talking about the academia, mentoring the teachers, students. Thank you very much, S.M. Imran Sahab. So now I would request the Chairman APSIP to give the souvenir to Professor Dr. Niaz Ahmed Sahab, sir, for his coming here. Now, Chairman APSIP, I would request to give a souvenir to the Chairman Punjab Group, Mia Amir Mahmood Sahab, sir. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much, Chairman Sahab.
اس دیش کی محبت ہمارے دلوں کی دھڑکن ہے. یہ دھرتی ہمارے رگوں میں دوڑتی اور سانسوں میں مہکتی ہے.
Thank you very much. And now a souvenir to our Federal Education Minister for Education and Professional Training, Ms. Wajiha Kamar. Please. Thank you very much, ma'am. It would make you remember that you were a part of C Pakistan 2026. Award le lijiye ga beta. Ye award le lijiye beta. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And now is the time to inaugurate C Pakistan. تو ہم وہاں پر اب آپ لوگ C Pakistan کی inauguration کے لیے everyone would go there and witness the innovation, ideas, inspiration. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. آپ لوگ پلیز کائنڈلی اپنی سیٹس پہ بیٹھے رہیے. پہلے آنریبل گیسٹ یہاں سے چلے جائیں, اس کے بعد پھر آپ لوگ نکل جائیے گا. And we are very much thankful to the influencers, our international influencers. Thank you very much for your smiling, passion.